Hello. So, welcome to the next part of our study of religion. And here we are going to look at the functional approach of religion, the functionalist point of view. But before we go to the functionalist point of view, I will very quickly like to look at some of the essential characteristics that all religions possess. So, sometimes religions try to show some experience or try to share some experience in the form of something which is sacred, some sacred objects. Now these things, sacred objects are very important in all religions, especially in Christianity and Islam and even in other religions. So this is the example of a Jew who is crying at the Wailing Wall, and the Wailing Wall is an object of great reverence and great respect for the entire Jewish community. Also, religions will have moral codes. The Jewish religion will have Jewish religion has the Ten Commandments. The Islam has the Sharia law. So some moral code to control behavior, or to let's not use the word control, but to modulate human behavior. And finally, there is the concept of communication with the supernatural. Okay, all the denominations which have developed in the United States within the Protestant world. Amazing how they try to bring about a connection with God, touched by Christ, and those things. So they bring about this communication with God, and that is an essential part of many religions. That is also a part of Hinduism. That's also a part of Islam, and that's also a part of Judaism. Religions, according to Luckman, they perform several functions, and one of the most important functions that religion performs is it gives a place, lets a human being know his place in the universe. But apart from that, the religion also gives us a moral order, and most importantly, it answers the very basic question: Who am I, and what am I doing here? Why am I here? So, religions, of course, answer that question and thereby create peace of mind by telling us what happens to us after we are gone from this world. As I told you, that the exclusive approaches see a religion uh, as different from one religion, different from the other, and they see their own religion as very important. But the functionalist approach is not exclusive. Okay, but however, over time we've noticed that the societies became they became secularized, which means organized religion lost or continued to exercise lesser hold on how societies moved forward. Um, other things develop, like Scientology is spiritual fulfillment. Okay. But it's through spiritual training. This system has no concept of the supernatural, but it places a very important places a lot of importance on spiritual development. Classic example of spirituality going hand in hand with secularism, while shunning any particular church or any particular supernatural being, Scientology. However, functionalism, let's now turn to functionalism. Functionalism takes an inclusive approach to religion. This is an inclusive way of looking at religion. It's more of the content is less important here. The function is more important here. Religion is what religion does. And what does it do? It promotes and maintains certain values which maintain harmony and social order. So, this is what functionalism treats religion. Of course, functionalism looks at everything in the same way. Functionalism is a method of looking at things whereby harmony is maintained. And here we have that, but it promotes order by creating what it considers a collective conscience. Okay. Now, Applet says that the functions of religion are as follows. They create discipline. Religion creates discipline, a sense of uh, a oneness on the basis of shared beliefs and shared values, creates solidarity in society. This leads then to cohesion through, which is expressed through some shared experiences, like we spoke about the story of the Exodus. Okay, some religious occasions. Now, do keep in mind that if you go to Israel, for example, a lot of national occasions get mixed up with religious occasions. So a lot of things over there are quasi religious. Nationalism is influenced by religion. It happens in other parts of the world also. You know, many things these days in India are influenced by the Hindu religion. So religion does buttress, it does sort of increase the level of cohesion by letting people refer to a particular set of common values and norms, or some experience that they may have had in the future. These This cohesion is then also expressed in terms of rituals, marriages, funerals, you know, expressions of various beliefs. You know, then number three, the third important function, again from the functional point of view, is vitalization. So please do not confuse vitalization with revitalization. So it performs both functions. Vitalization is these beliefs and experiences create a sense of vitality and life over and above the material world. Okay. uh, you see yourself as a living people. That's vitalization. When do people see themselves as living? When do nations see themselves as living? When they have beliefs for which they are prepared to sacrifice. Now, that is vitalization. You have experiences, you have beliefs that are so sublime, that are so great, that now you are willing to take pride in them. That's vitalization. And that ultimately gives you an identity, that gives that those people an identity. When you talk about Hindutva, what are you talking about? You're talking about a 6,000-year-old religion which is giving people some kind of identity. Okay, so religion then helps people understand who they are in terms of reference to certain religious groups. And it also brings about revitalization. Revitalization means that this life, this sense of pride, is transmitted from one generation to the other. Okay. Next, a function that religion performs is it performs functions in times of pain. Okay. When the order breaks down, when a disaster strikes, either on a personal level or on a national level, it helps people cope with these problems. Okay. It gives them patience. It asks them to reestablish the order. It also helps in tension management, like death, trauma. Tension here is trauma. If some kind of trauma has befallen people, people have died. So ceremony is man's built-in reaction to tragedy. Funerals, uh, rites, uh, you know such collective ceremonies and coming together to deal with the pain. Okay, so um, religion gives an answer, religion gives an explanation for tragedy, and it helps people cope with it. Once you get an explanation for tragedy, why did this happen? Why does it happen? The answer itself becomes a means of coping with the pain. And that is the function that religion performs according to the functional uh, point of view. So yeah, we are going to stop here for now, and then in the next lecture we are going to look at neo-functionalism. Functional. This is traditional functionalism, and now we are going to look at neo-functionalism. All right. Thank you very much indeed, and stay tuned for more videos.